If you walk in, if you walk in, if you walk into my life.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, my name is Megan. Today I'm going to do a huge December 2020 monthly budget. So if you don't have a drink or a snack, please go do that first and then come back to this video because it's going to be very long. We have a huge budget because it's going to be 6 weeks of a budget. It's only 6 weeks because I'm starting a new job, and the way I get paid, I want to change the way our months are laid out. So it's going to be 6 weeks. It'll go from November 27th to January 7th. So crazy long time, and there's a lot of numbers, a lot of expenses. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys through what a monthly setup looks like for me. Then we'll get into the monthly budget. So let's just go over these calendars. I'm gonna try to go slow so I go over everything that I need to explain. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I hope I get to everything, and I hope I don't mess up in this video, so I'm sorry if I miss something or calculations are off or whatever, so sorry about that. Also, sorry that this video didn't go up yesterday on Tuesday. I've been crazy busy with studying. I'm exhausted watching the kids and getting this, getting my babysitter all in line. So I think I'll have to change my filming schedule just to be to any time I can film. I'll try to get a video up for you guys. So sorry that it's going to be a scattered video schedule again. I'm sorry it has to be like that, but I have a crazy life right now getting prepared for work on Tuesday next week on December 1st. So I'm sorry in advance, but I'm going to keep active on my YouTube channel. So stick with me, subscribe to my channel, and get prepared for a lot of videos in December. So let's just get into this. This is my monthly overview. In this case, it'll be 3-month overview. My November budget ends on the 26th. It's just how it lined up with paychecks, and my December budget starts on the 27th. Just so you guys know, these are calendars from printacalendar.com. It's awesome. You can add text in online and then print it off, or you could just do it yourself. You could add holidays, whatever you'd like. So these are awesome. It just gives you an overall view of your paychecks and all your bills. So that's what we'll do right now. My husband gets paid on the 27th. We really base the budgets around his paychecks. It doesn't really matter when the budget starts, but I like to start it on his paycheck. We always have done that, and it's nice. I get my last 2 paychecks on that Friday and on this Friday. That'll be $4.50 each, so that'll be nice. We have to pay our Jeep. This comes out every 2 weeks on my husband's paycheck. I also have to pay rent every 2 weeks. I put $500 away every 2 weeks into my savings account, and then on the first of the month I pull that $1,000 out of my savings and send it to my landlord. It's an awesome way to divide that rent up into a couple of paychecks, so you're not having to take the full $1,000 or whatever your rent is out of your last paycheck of the month. It's just less stressful, and it's a way to save it gradually instead of all of it at once being gone out of your paycheck. So I highly recommend that. I do $500 every time my husband gets paid, and just put it in my savings account until it's needed. My credit card, this is the minimum payment plus the interest and the exchange rate, because I have a US credit card. Just so you know, I live in British Columbia, Canada, and I have a US credit card because I live very close to the border. Next, we have bank fees. This is my bank fees and my husband's bank fees. We bank at CIBC. It's a bank that we love and trust, and every other bank in town has bank fees as well. I've tried to look on the online banking apps and banks and stuff. I just feel more comfortable walking in, talking to a person, and actually getting like financial advice. Plus, we're going to get a mortgage in the upcoming couple years, so I just want to have a bank that I am comfortable with to apply for a mortgage at. So that's that. I'm going to color code as I go. This just shows you what paycheck is going to pay what bills. I just filled this out by myself a couple of minutes ago just so I wouldn't forget anything. Me saying that, I probably did forget something. Next, we're going to look at December's budget. Like I said, again, I get paid the $4.50 on the Friday, and that's the last of the government assisted funding that I'm receiving because I did find a babysitter and I did find a job, so I'm not applicable for that money anymore. Next, we have Jeep insurance that is due on the 7th. That's $175.19. That is for our Jeep. We have electrical. It's $181. Our power is very expensive, surprisingly, because we have such a small house. Anyways, and then we have Wi-Fi at $85.80, due on the 8th as well. Next, we have, again, my husband's paycheck on the 11th. Again, we pay the Jeep and the rent when he gets paid, along with the gas bill. This is gas for our house, not our car. And then my paycheck, and then this child tax benefit will be included as well. I live in British Columbia, Canada, like I just said, and I get a paycheck each month to support my children. It's dependent on your relationship status, income, and how many kids you have. So I get a check every month for that, and that is very helpful. We also have car insurance due. I have a question mark beside it because I have to up our car insurance because I will now be driving it too. My husband and I are doing the drop off and pickups, so he'll be switching out the vehicles every day at my work. We have car seats in the Jeep, but not the car. The car is unsafe for the kids to go in, so that is why we have to switch out the vehicles. So that is going up, I think, to around $140. I don't know, we have to do that this week. My husband's iTunes comes out on the 20th, and my Beachbody program comes out on the 20th as well. So that is that. This is all in yellow just because it'll be in one payday. I don't know why I didn't make this Megan paycheck in blue as well. Maybe I'll just do that. This can be blue. Blue, 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 blue. I'm going like in a bi-weekly paycheck. So that's a bi-weekly paycheck, the blue and the green. This yellow is a bi-weekly paycheck, and then this pink will be a bi-weekly paycheck. So my husband gets paid again, Jeep and rent. Our cell phones, we got new cell phones. I'm going to do an unboxing when we get them. My husband got the iPhone 12 mini, and I got the iPhone 12 Pro because of YouTube. So our bill's around $235, something around there. I know it's ridiculous, but I'll go over the phone plan and everything when I do the unboxing. So if you have any questions, leave it to that video and then I'll answer them then. We have my iTunes due on the 25th, and then my paycheck for my job is on the 31st. Again, that US credit card payment and my bank payment, I forgot to write in my credit card. Oops, 400. And that will go under yellow. See, this is what happens when I'm trying to rush. Oops. So we got that in. Now we flip to January. We're still in the pink. My husband's iTunes and the Jeep insurance is what we have to pay. Then our January budget will start on the 8th. And the way I have worked it out is that I'll just kind of show you guys. My hubby gets paid here, so I'll write that there. I get paid here because I get the paid on the 15th and the 31st of every month. But if the 31st lands on a weekend, I get paid on the 29th. So that's that. And then my husband gets paid here. So for January, our budget will start on the 8th. My husband will get paid, I'll get paid, then my husband will get paid, and then I'll get paid. And then on February, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, our February budget will start on the 5th. Feb budget. So that's just to show you guys why exactly, why exactly I am doing a 6-week budget, because it just makes our January budget a lot simpler with getting paid each Friday. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about why I did that or this doesn't make sense, please leave it in the comments below and I'll answer your questions right away. Okay, so next, after the calendars, we have my daily spending tracker. Just so you guys know, these are my budget sheets. They're from my Etsy shop. It's called BudgetQueenShop, so go check it out if you are interested in any of these sheets. We have the daily spending tracker. This is awesome to keep track of your daily expenses. Next, we go into my weekly spending tracker. I have 2 of them because we're going to do week 5 and week 6, so we don't do these ones. Just customize them to however you would like. We have bi-weekly budget number 1, number 2, and number 3. We're doing 3 bi-weekly budgets because it's a 6-week budget for the month of December. And then here we have our monthly budget. I'm just going to switch around the pages and we'll get started into our monthly budget. All right, I hope I'm not like talking really fast, too fast in this video for you guys. I'm just trying to get it done because I have a lot of stuff to do today. December, this is from November 27th to January 7th, and it's 6 weeks. I hope you guys can see. I just want you to be able to see the calendar as well when I reference to it. So I hope you guys can see. I'll try my best. Income. We have a lot going on. Like I said, I'm going to start my job next week, so I'll start getting paid, as well as some government pay and the child tax benefit. Variable. So remember, like I said, my husband's getting 3 paychecks within the 6 weeks. So $1,500 a paycheck, that adds up to $4,500. That's the minimum that he gets, around $1,500 each couple weeks. So that is that. Anything more would be great. For my job, I get around, I think it'll be about $1,200 every 2 weeks. So around $2,400 a month. Like I said, I get paid on the 15th and 31st. So I'm going to write in $2,400. And then I'm just going to put in that $900. This is the government money. I just want to keep it separate to see how much I actually make within the month of December. So that's that. And then our child tax benefit is around $790. I already explained that. And then, so our total income is $8,590. And again, remember that is 6 weeks worth of budget. So if it wouldn't have been for the 6 weeks, we would make around about $6,000. So that also includes the variable money that is here. We'd probably make about $6,000 on a regular basis. Okay, so now comes the bills. This is going to look a bit different. I'm actually gonna zoom you guys in. You just saw the calendar, so you should be good. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see a bit better. Now that you guys are zoomed in, please don't look at my nails. They're horrible. I paint them and then it just chips off like crazy. Okay, so bills. I'm kind of on a weird angle here, so I'm gonna try my best. We have rent. Remember, like I said, every time my husband gets paid, I pay the rent. So I'm going to pay it times 3. I hope that doesn't confuse you guys. I pay it 3 times because my husband gets paid 3 times. I'm going to save $1,500. Again, my rent is only $1,000, but regardless, I put $500 into savings every time my husband gets paid. Jeep, again, I'm going to pay it 3 times. So that is $801.99. Jeep insurance. Since my Jeep insurance is due on the 7th, I still have to pay it twice because my budget ends on the 7th. I need to pay that or else it'll be late if I make it. If I make the payment on the 8th, it'll be late because it's due on the 7th. So I have to pay this twice. The $175.19 times 2 is $350.38. I hope that makes sense for you guys. It's due on the 7th, so I have to pay it twice. The car insurance, that is due on the 19th. Again, it'll be about $140. I'm not exactly sure on the exact cost of that, but I am going to do that this week. Electrical, that is due on the 8th at $181. And because my January budget starts on the 8th, I can pay the electrical and the Wi-Fi on the 8th. That's when they're due, so they won't be late. So I can pay them just once in December. My gas, remember this is for my house. That is due on the 14th and it is $49. My cell phone bills, due on the 25th. I don't know what the new bill is going to be because we got new phones. About $235. Again, I'll explain all of the contracts and stuff on that upcoming video. Wi-Fi, I only have to pay that once again because it's due on the 8th. That is $85.80. iTunes for my husband. Oops. That is due, like there's two payments, the one for the Apple storage and one for Apple Music. Times 2 for the Apple storage, it'll be $13.89. iTunes for myself, I pay on the 25th and that's $4.19. I pay for the Apple storage, but the extra one because I literally have 8,000 photos of my kids, but that's okay. Next we have the babysitter. I have a full-time babysitter. I don't get assistance from the government because she's not a licensed daycare lady. I have to pay out of pocket, but she is absolutely incredible, very safe with our kids, so I feel very comfortable with paying her out of pocket. I'll eat up that expense if I have great childcare and feel comfortable, because there's no daycares that'll accept my daughter under 2.5 and she's only 1.5, so I cannot physically take her to daycare, so I have to pay a private babysitter. That is fine because she's absolutely amazing and her rates are very low. So I'm going to pay her every Saturday. This is kind of hard to explain to you guys, so I'll try my best, but every 2 weeks my husband switches from day shift to night shift. So when my husband's on day shift, the kids will go for 7.5 hours, and she only charges $20 a day for each kid, so I'll pay $40 a day for 2 weeks. So that is $400, so 40 times 10. So when my husband's on night shift, the kids will only go to her house for 3 hours, so I'll only pay $20 for a half of a day. So 20 times 10 is $200. So I will pay around $600 a month for childcare. With her amazing rates, I'll eat up that expense. It doesn't matter to me. But because of the Christmas holiday and me starting on December 1st, not on the Monday, I start on Tuesday, I kind of calculated that this 6 weeks I will have to pay her $640. So a little bit less than a usual 6-week payment for her would be around $800, but because of Christmas and the holidays and how it works out, around $640. I will pay her every Saturday for what I owe her from that week. It just makes it easier for me. I asked her if we could make it that payment and she said absolutely, so that's that. Again, Beachbody is the 20th. That is $20.11. I hope that makes sense about my babysitter. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. I hope I made sense with that though. So altogether, our bills are $4,081.16. That goes to show that just because the income is high does not mean the bills are going to be low. That is just under half of our income, which is absolutely nuts, but that's the way it goes, right? Anyways, we'll go down to our expenses now. So we have expenses at the bottom. These could be whatever categories you want. Oops, groceries. I'm talking and I'm messing up. Groceries, gas, eating out, my husband's spending, my spending, kids, household, and other. For every week, I budget $200 for groceries. We eat very healthy and it's expensive where I live in this small town. So $400 every bi-weekly budget, so that is $1,200 for 6 weeks. And that is at the low end of our budget, like that is a stretch for us, so I'm going to try my goddamn best to get that around $1,200 or less in 6 weeks. For gas, we are doing a ton of driving. She lives about 15 minutes out of town. It's definitely worth the drive though to have our kids there. So I'm going to budget $150 every 2 weeks. So that is $450 for 6 weeks. For eating out, I'm going to only budget $30 every 2 weeks. I'm still trying not to eat out because it upsets my stomach a lot. So, and we're trying to eat a little bit healthier. So it's just $60 for the 6 weeks. That should be good. With Christmas and everything coming around, I don't feel like my husband and I need an allowance. Again, anything that I need for work will go into my miscellaneous categories. So I don't think we'll need any allowance. For the kids, I still have to buy diapers, wipes, and formula. With $70 every 2 weeks, I have a budget of $210. I get a can of formula every week, and then diapers are expensive, so that's going to get spent quite fast. $25 each for household and other every 2 weeks, so $75 each for household and other. This other category is like a miscellaneous catch-all category. It's if I need to go to the post office, send anything off, random little expenses that I have here and there, like a car wash or something. So that's that. So a total of $2,070 for 6 weeks is our expenses budget. Yeah, a lot of money. Anyways, let's move on to the top right corner of our page. I always do my debt at the top here. My credit card, I, no matter what, put $400 on it. This is my little debt snowballs plus my interest. And then my US credit card, I explained this already, I put $300 on it. Oops, but because it's a 6-week budget, I have to put $600. Again, because it's due on the 31st, I have to pay for November's 31st and December's 31st. So I hope that makes sense. I have to put $600 towards that credit card. But this credit card's due on the 20th, so I only have to pay it once in the 6-week time frame. And then snowball, I hope to put some sort of a snowball on there. I always, no matter what, put all of my online income into my snowball amount. So with you supporting my channel and buying my budget pages, that helps us immensely for our debt payoff. So I thank you guys so much for all of your support on my online platform. So $1,000 to debt in the 6 weeks, which is quite amazing. I am actually under $2,000 of my credit card, which is absolutely amazing. It's been maxed out at $6,500 for the last 4 years. So the fact that it's under $2,000 now is absolutely nuts. So yes, we're getting along with our debt progress. Next, we'll go into our miscellaneous area. Before, I had this named as other, and you guys were getting confused that I had other section down there and another section up here. So this is like the miscellaneous stuff that comes up. So we have Christmas, we have my wedding dress that I need to save up for, we have my cell phone cell taxes. So again, I'll explain it in the upcoming video, but we had to pay up front for our cell phones taxes. We paid $0 down for the phones, but we needed to pay for the taxes, so that is going to be an expense that we have to pay off of our credit cards, because I had to pay with my credit card. And then we're just paying that little bit left off of the trip that I had to put on my credit card as well. So for Christmas, I have around $650 in sinking funds. I already spent around $400 or something, so I'm just gonna budget for $600. I do have a Christmas budget video, so if you haven't seen that video, please go check that out as well. It explains all of my Christmas expenses. And I actually started my Christmas spending tracker. If you haven't seen this on my Instagram, please go follow me on Instagram. I have a big post about this of a lot of tips and tricks when filling out this sheet. This is also from my Etsy shop as well. So that's Christmas budget around $600. When I took my income, subtracted everything else, that is what I had left over for my wedding savings. I'm saving for my wedding dress that I'm going to hopefully purchase at the end of January. I'm going to fly to see my mom, and then we're going to go shopping with her. So I've already booked that flight, but because of COVID, it might be canceled, so we will see. Left over from everything, I had $295.44. So that is my wedding dress savings. The taxes from the cell phones were $293.40. absolutely ridiculous, but it is what it is. That's just the taxes that I have in British Columbia. So that is that. I have to pay around $250 to my credit card for the trip. It's just like the ferry and the hotel that I had to put on the credit card. I was gonna pay it in November, but I just had so much going on with being sick and coming back from the trip and my interviews and all that I just honestly forgot about it. So that is all I have there for the miscellaneous spendings. Total, we have $1,438.84. And that is it, guys. So I'm going to zoom you guys out and we'll do our totals at the bottom. If anything else pops up, I can add it into this miscellaneous area. Like if I need to buy anything crazy for work, I'll put it in, I'll make a work category and then add in the actual amount. So that's why you see a 0 here for Snowball, because I have 0 to contribute right now for the budget, but in the actual numbers, if I put in my YouTube paycheck, I'll put it in the actual amount. So next we just do the totals at the bottom here. It just gives you an overall view of all your numbers, which is nice. So I just write all of my categories here, debt and miscellaneous. So income, remember, was $8,590. I realized that you guys really couldn't see that good. Bills were $4,081.16. Expenses $2,070. Debt $1,000, hopefully more depending on my husband's paycheck and my paycheck. And then miscellaneous $1,438.84. And that makes a zero-based budget. I get the zero-based budget method from the Budget Mom or Dave Ramsey, whatever is your preference. But anyways, guys, that is my huge December budget of 6 weeks worth of budgets and a lot of paychecks, a lot of bills to be paid, a lot of miscellaneous expenses are gonna happen this crazy month. I start my job, which is very exciting, and things are just shifting. It's nearing the end of 2020, which is very exciting as well. So if you guys are interested in following this crazy budget, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a bi-weekly budget number 1 very soon, probably tomorrow. So if you're excited about that, please follow me. If you guys like this huge budget video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow, but don't quote me on that because my video schedule is all over the place. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
If you walk into